In class 9 science chapter 1 matter in our surroundings. In this video I am going to discuss about matter, classification of matter, what is the meaning of diffusion and characteristics of particles of matter. Let us see one by one. First, what is the meaning of matter? Everything in this universe is made up of materials which scientists have named matter. Like the air we breathe, the food we eat, stones, clouds, stars, plants, animals, even a small drop of water or a particle of sand. Everything is matter. Now, how can we define the matter? Anything that has volume and has mass is called matter. Clear? Now, in this case, we are having the two things, volume and mass. What the unit? SI unit of mass, that is, it is a kilogram, and in symbolic form it is represented as kg. Remember, k is small and g is also small. And SI unit of volume, this is cubic meter. In the symbolic form we will write m power 3. Clear? Cubic meter. But the common unit of measuring volume is liter. Now, what is the relationship between this liter and meter cube? We can say that is 1 liter is equal to 1 decimeter cube, and 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter, and 1 milliliter is equal to 1 centimeter cube. Clear? Early Indian philosophers classified matter in the form of 5 basic elements, and these were named as Panch Tattva, and these are air, earth, fire, sky and water. According to them, everything, whether it is living or non-living, was made up of these 5 basic elements. Clear? But modern day scientists have evolved 2 types of classification of matter based on their physical properties and chemical nature. And this is classification is like this is matter is classified on the basis of physical properties and chemical properties. In the basis of physical classification, these are 3 types, that is solid, liquid and gas. On the basis of chemical classification or chemical nature, we classify the matter into 2 things, pure substance and mixtures. Pure substances are further classified into the 2, these are elements and compounds, and mixtures are again 2 types, homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. In this chapter, we will discuss about the physical classification of matter, that is, we will discuss the properties of solid, liquid and gas. First thing, what is the physical nature of matter? Actually, matter is made up of particles. Then how can we prove it? Let us see one activity. We take the 100 milliliter beaker and fill half the beaker with water and mark the level of water. Is it clear? Then dissolve some salt or sugar with the help of a glass rod. Now see, this is the beaker. In this case, we already taken the water and we add the salt. Clear? We add the salt. Then we stir with this stirrer or glass rod. Then you will observe that salt is dissolved and not visible to us. Now, what will we observe? There is no change in the water level. First thing. Second thing is salt or sugar has now spread throughout the water and disappear. Now, what we conclude from this? That is, matter is made up of particles. Then, where these particles went? We can say when we dissolve salt in water, the particles of salt get into the spaces between particles of water. Clear? Now, next thing is, particles of matter are very small. Then how can we prove that these are very small? Again, see one activity. We will take the 2-3 crystals of potassium permanganate. Actually, this is the dark purple colored compound, potassium permanganate, and dissolve them in 100 ml of water. This is our 100 ml of water. And this 1 or 2 crystals of potassium permanganate we are adding in this, then we will get this pink color solution. Is it clear? Now take out approximately 10 ml of this solution and put into 90 ml of clear water. Now from this beaker we are taking this is 10 ml, and when we mix in the 90 ml of water, we will get the 100 ml solution of potassium permanganate. Clear? Now again, take out 10 ml of this solution and put into another 90 ml of water. Again we are taking this 10 ml from this. Again, when we mix the 90 ml of water, we will get the 100 ml of this solution. And again, we repeat this activity 5 to 8 times. Clear? Then what we will observe, that we will see that water is still colored. Is it clear? That is, after 5-10 times we will also see that each water is also pink in color. And what we conclude, there must be millions of tiny particles in just one crystal of potassium permanganate, which keeps on dividing themselves into smaller and smaller particles. Clear? Now, what are the characteristics of particles of matter? Particles of matter have space between them. In the first activity we have seen, when we add the salt into the water, salt is disappearing. Clear? We will take also one more example, like when we make tea, coffee or lemonade, means nimbu pani. Particles of one type of matter gets into the spaces between particles of other. This shows that there is enough space between particles of matter. Next properties, particles of matter are continuously moving. Why they are continuously moving? Because they possess the kinetic energy. What is this kinetic energy? This is energy due to motion. That is called kinetic energy. And what is the relation between temperature and kinetic energy? As the temperature rises, particles move faster. It means their kinetic energy increases when we increase the temperature. On increasing the temperature, the kinetic energy of the particles also increases. Particles of matter intermix on their own with each other, and they do so by getting into spaces between the particles. Now, what this phenomena indicates, when they mix into each other, you can say the intermixing of particles of two different types of matter on their own is called diffusion. And on heating, diffusion becomes faster, because when we heat, temperature is rises, kinetic energy is rises. That's why diffusion becomes faster. Their particles move faster into each other. Now, next property of particle, that is, particles of matter attract each other. Particles of matter have force acting between them. This force keeps the particles together, and the strength of this force of attraction varies from one kind of matter to another. Now let us see the one activity. Take the iron nail, a piece of chalk and a rubber band. Clear? Try breaking them by hammering, because iron nail can be break by hammer, piece of chalk by cutting, and rubber band by stretching. Now, in which of the above three substances do you think the particles are held together with greater force? Now, if you perform this activity, you will see that it is very difficult to break iron nails. It means in iron nails, force of attraction is maximum. Clear? But piece of chalk can be easily break compared to the iron nail, and rubber band again easily break compared to the chalk. That's why we can say the force of attraction varies from one kind of matter to another. Now let us see one more activity. Take some water in container. Try cutting the surface of water with your finger. Clear? With your finger. Were you able to cut the surface of water? You will show no, we are not able to cut the surface of water. As soon as it cuts, surface of water remains together. It will mix to each other. But when diver is there, then it can move their hands and it can swim easily in the water. It means there is force of attraction between the water, but this force of attraction between the water molecule is less. Is it clear? So these are the some characteristics of particles of matter. Okay. Thanks.